Opened back in 2003. Have a look at the Lincoln Financial Field, where 70,000 are rocking and ready to go in Philadelphia. East of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. And that's not going to be returned, as so many kicking teams elect to do. This is past the landing zone, and we'll start at the 30. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Willis going to look to throw first play. And that's going to be caught downfield by Slayton. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Darius Slayton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 7-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Cole Kmet. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down. Well, Charles, did it seem like to you that maybe they were a little worried about his running prowess there? Because everybody kind of froze when he got outside the pocket, and they were able to throw it for the first down.
Absolutely, and you work all week getting ready for a game, and you know that the potential is there for him to run it, but you better take care of those receivers downfield. They can hurt you first.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he's going to be knocked down hard at the end of that one. 3rd and 4. From midfield, here's Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Allen going to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Now Allen. Flush to his right. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
Alert, alert, alert. Alert.
To throw, it's Allen. Olave over the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Into the hands of Patrick left side. And the Browns are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 1st and goal and a chance to get that initial touchdown right back. Firing quickly is Allen. That's complete. Touchdown! Cole Kmet from 3 yards out. And the Browns are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback. And we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd down and 4. First carry of the game now for the Texas superstar, Bijan Robinson.
And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Back to Robinson now on first down.
And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory.
Diamador Lenore up to make the tackle. Here's a 2nd and 5.
Let's go now. Viking 18. Go.
Back to throw, Willis.
That's complete to DK Metcalf. First catch for him on the afternoon, and it results in a first down.
The Eagles in 3-1 here through their first 4 games. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it. And that's what they're trying to get done here.
To throw, here's Willis. Short throw into the hands of Jordan.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And
Two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Panther 60. Panther 60. Here we go. Here we go. Hup.
Throw left side, taken in by Slayton. His second catch, this one not quite as dynamic as his first, and it's 2nd down.
Set. 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal. Let's go. Mustang 19.
They'll send the tight end in motion.
Again, Willis to throw. That's out wide here for Robinson.
And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a 1st down.
what a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Come on. Set. Hut, hut.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Bijan Robinson.
His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
To the air, Allen.
He completes it to Olave.
And some room to work. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
That's to the sideline and incomplete.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. He'll buy some time right. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Allen to throw it.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Throwing now is Allen. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. That's going to be caught. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. That one goes for 30 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambling for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now he's absolutely shredding them.
Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action, maybe throwing it.
Now Allen. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Emmanuel Forbes. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that they spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
Cowboy 80. Set up. 79 Bronco.
In motion right, one of the tight ends. Willis looking to throw it. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Bronco 80.
In motion, Slayton. He'll get an opportunity with it on the touch pass. Oh, and this one may need to go back to the drawing board. He's going to be swallowed up right away. Making the stop there, Danielle Hunter. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Back to throw, Willis. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Darius Slayton with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Eagles will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 21-7. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores.
And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Allen going to audible to a different look.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw.
He'll get this complete downfield to Kmet.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Allen.
Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Eagle pressure. Too much this time. Down he goes.
C.J. Mosley.
That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And we will not see a return of the dynamic kickoff. And the first drive of the second half will commence from the 30-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that.
Oh, wide open, complete. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. On play action, Allen. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays.
Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19.
Matthew Judon in there to take him down.
Well, this has been a pretty sizable drive. They've had some success. Finally, the defensive coordinator found some success of his own.
I think he just simply said enough of that. Okay, they've moved the ball well. We need to force the issue from our end, and that's exactly what he did.
56, 56.
Allen now looks to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Chris Olave
from 19 yards away.
And the Browns have got it back to within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he won't quite make it to the 25.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left.
From the gun, here's Willis.
Rolling to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end and making the tackle by the QB.
Now they run the sweep as Allen just pops this forward.
Shedding the tackler that gives him some room. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Allen going to throw. Flushed out right. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force him up.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
Rashad White.
A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Browns take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And we are tied at 21. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
59 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Seemed like a couple sets of eyes were on the quarterback, so he decided, hey, I'm going to hand this off. Got a good gain out of it.
And you know you need good blocking up front in order to gain yardage, but every one of these RPOs, if you do it right and they look the same, whether it's handed off inside or the quarterback keeps it, that allows you to fool the defense so often. And in this case, fooled them with the inside run.
Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit. A lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Here we go. Warriors 70.
Here's Willis. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the Browns are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
They start near midfield following the interception as they begin 1st and 10.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Now Allen.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he's got this down to the 35. To throw, it's Allen. Dancing to his left. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Stephon Diggs. 35 yards.
And the Browns have scored again in this third quarter, this time to move out in front.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he probably wishes he would have sat on that one. Instead, he's only able to get this up beyond the 15-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Call it a gain of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'll pitch it to Robinson.
And this Browns defense coming to life. They get him behind the line for a second straight play.
Incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 10.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Third down and 10. Willis out of the gun. Willis throws another interception, his 3rd of the game. Picked off by J.C. Horn.
And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. Boy, what a turnaround. They exited the lockers with a nice lead, and now all of this. What's happened?
So when you start to write your novel, you'll start out with, it was a tale of two halves, won't you?
Right, but I'm a bad writer.
I don't know exactly what happened because sometimes teams can go in with a lead and get too comfortable, too relaxed, and a couple of things go wrong, and it's hard to get back that good feeling.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
White, he'll try the left side. He will push his way down to about the 14. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. The Browns on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Operating from the gun, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Gay's kick is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced to.
Mentioned 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
Yeah, they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone.
And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Now Willis.
And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw, here's Willis.
Throw left side, caught by the tight end, Njoku. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10.
Right back to the air with Willis.
Catch made by Slayton. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Browns' 40-yard line.
19 Lions. Go.
Willis will look to throw it. Once again, he finds Slayton.
And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 19. A gain there of 21 yards. He's certainly been a huge factor in this one. He's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game.
Here we go. 60 Mavericks, 18 Pioneer. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Let's go. Warrior 70. Panther 11, Panther 11. Trap 60, Trap 60. Hunt.
Willis.
And this is caught now for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Still an important piece of business to take care of, the extra point. And the lead is down to a field goal now. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Browns drive about to get started. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand. Well, no surprise there. He was looking for one of his favorite targets again as soon as he left the pocket. But the coverage was good downfield. They got right to the receiver and helped prevent that completion.
Allen to throw. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And these guys certainly are not hiding what their intention is. They're absolutely showing it. They're definitely not going to sit on this lead here in the fourth quarter.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Allen. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And when you're in a one-score game in the second half, now's not the time to force the football to places where you shouldn't. And that's a smart decision to just get that one out of there.
To throw is Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And a throw right sideline is complete. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game.
And Kmet had a solid season a year ago in which he set a new career high in receiving with over 700 yards on the year. A big-bodied weapon who creates a lot of problems for the defense.
Allen going to change the look here.
Middle. Alert. 5 wide. That's it.
Now Allen. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's White. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up.
At the 5-yard line.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away.
Here's White.
And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, somebody lit a fire under that offense during the break, Charles. Remember, they trailed at intermission. They come out, they have the big second half, and that lifts them to the victory.
And Brandon, trailing at halftime, we always talk about teams making adjustments. You know what the best adjustments usually are? It's just executing better. Because the game plan you put in place at the beginning of the week often still holds. You don't have to make wholesale changes. You just have to do it a little bit better, a little cleaner. And they did that in the second half, and that led them to victory.
So for Cleveland, they remain as hot as anyone, 6-0 now through the first month and a half. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis.